Moving on to the service module. So let's say you have a mailbox to which you receive your clients' queries today. You could set up an email forwarding from that mailbox to EngageBay and receive them as tickets on EngageBay and answer them right from here. How to create a group? You just go to the Settings tab here. Then you choose to create a group. You give it a name. Let's say you want to call it Support, Marketing, or Sales. Just give it a name and then choose the first part of the email, the domain. So let's say you want to use this, and then which users need to be part of that group. You can choose them. Once you save, it gets saved and you can copy the email address associated to that group and then log into the mailbox to which you receive your clients' queries and set up an email forwarding from that mailbox to this email address that you see here. And you'd be able to receive them as tickets on EngageBay. You can answer them right from here. If I go back to the other account, I will be able to show you the tickets that we receive. These are the tickets that we are receiving from our clients, and any email that is sent to support@engagebay.com would by default be created as a ticket. And you can go click on the ticket to see what they wrote and you can reply to that and submit it as pending or closed. You want to change the type of the problem, you want to change the priority, you want to add tags or assign this ticket to a different user on your account. You have all those options available as well. And then to see all the tickets that fall in a certain view, you can also create different views and see all the contacts that fall in a certain category. Let's say I want to create a new view for all unsolved tickets, may be attended or unattended, so I can add a condition. Ideally, I want to see all the contacts which have the priority is urgent and if they're still sitting in status, new. Ideally, if it's an urgent ticket, I don't want it to be lying in new status for not more than certain time, I want them to be acting on it real time. If I want to create this view, I can do that. And then when I go back to views or all the views that you create, you'll be able to see them on the right-hand side here. Once you click on it, it's going to show you all the tickets which fall in that category. I just want to make sure that there are no tickets which fall in the unsolved category unless they have a reason for that. I can measure the team if they are meeting the SLAs or not. Then we also have automations for the service module, just like on the marketing and sales side. When you try to create an automation on the service side, you would see that the triggers are going to be different to what we saw on the marketing or the sales side. So let's see what kind of triggers we have on the service side. Yeah, as you might be guessing, these would all be service-related, ticket-related rather. So based on once a new ticket is created or once a ticket assignee is changed, or once a ticket priority changes and ticket status changes, you can choose to trigger an automation. Again, all the actions and conditions that we saw on the marketing and sales side are available to you on the service side as well. So based on what is it that you want to automate the service process for, you can choose from any of the triggers that are available and choose the actions and conditions that you want to apply to the automation to automate your complete service process as well. And then we have canned responses that you could create and save on your account and use them when you're replying to the frequently asked questions rather than typing in the entire content every time. You can use these canned responses. You could even set up macros to automatically close a certain ticket based on if it satisfies the condition that you set up on the macro. There's more like automations. You could create macros as well and choose them to achieve a certain process. And yes, we also offer live chat as you could see. So when you go to the live chat module, you would see a conversation tab, you would see the chats that are being initiated by our visitors. You could add a similar chat widget to your website as well. When you go to our website, here, you see the chat widget. Once someone initiates a chat, we will receive it as a chat on the conversations section of EngageBay. You can answer them right from here. You could add a similar chat widget to your website as well and provide real-time assistance to your visitors. All you need to do is if it's a WordPress, then the plugin that we have WordPress. Once you install it, the chat widget would automatically show up on your website, or once you have the API and tracking code associated to your account added to your website, the chat widget would show up. All you'd have to do is, once you add the tracking code or install the plugin, just make sure you go to the chat widget section here and enable the chat module on and the text that you want to show on the chat widget. You can customize that from here to change the color, the position, or if you want to show the chat widget when somebody clicks on a button or a text link that you have on your website, you have the code corresponding to that which will help you load the chat widget. Once somebody clicks on a button or maybe a text link that you associate to the chat widget and what kind of details you want to capture on the chat form, you can set that up from here. You want to ask them for their name, email address, you have all those options, so you can choose to. If you don't want to capture their name, you can uncheck that and name field is gone. You want to capture that, you can add that. You want to add more fields. You have all the options to add other fields as well you think are important for them to enter before they initiate a chat. And just like the canned responses for tickets, you can create shortcuts on your EngageBay account and use these while you're responding to the chat queries. And you want to set up sound notifications based on once a new chat comes in or a new message is received, you can set up sound notifications, desktop notifications to show up as and when there's a new chat, or for every new message, how long you want the notification to show up, or you want to set up email notifications sent to you when there's a new chat coming in or once the chat has been closed and you want to send out an email to the visitor. Once the chat ends, you can choose to do that as well. What is the name that you want to show and who you want to send that email as? You can set that up from here. You want to set up your business hours so that the chat widget only shows up during those times. You can choose your business hours here. You want to disable the chat widget during non-business hours. You can choose to do that as well, and it will only show up during business hours. In a nutshell, this is what we offer as part of an integrated marketing, sales, and service automation platform with a live chat feature. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us on support@engagebay.com or initiate a chat from our website. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Bye.